Stop what you are doing right now because the king is going back to his throne, but the shadows of a nightmare are waiting for him. Justin Jefferson is finally returning to New Orleans in Week 5, and this is not just another road trip on the calendar, it is a soul-searching mission. We are talking about the city where he became a god with LSU, but also the place where we watched our defense get dismantled on Christmas Day. The tension is real, the stakes are astronomical, and Jettis is ready to set the whole Bayou on fire. Before we dive into the deep waters of this Louisiana homecoming, I need you to join this tribe right now because we are on a mission to hit 3,000 subscribers and we need every single one of you to stand with us as we march toward this season. This community is the heartbeat of the Vikings, and your support is what keeps this engine running. So hit that button and let's show the world what Skol Nation is made of. Now let's talk about the Superdome, because for Justin Jefferson, that building is a temple of mixed emotions. We all remember January 2020, when he was dancing in the end zone and lifting a national title trophy with LSU, looking like the most dominant force in college football history. But then, the NFL reality hit, and the last time he played there in 2020, it was a literal horror movie. It was Christmas Day, the whole world was watching, and we had to witness Alvin Kamara run for 6 touchdowns while our team looked like they had already checked out for the holidays. JJ only had 85 yards that day, no scores, and you could see the frustration etched on his face as the Saints put up 52 points on us. Since then, we have played them twice and won both times, but Justin wasn't there for the last one because of that brutal injury. Now, 6 years after his college glory, he is finally going back to play in front of his family and his friends in the state that raised him. He told Good Morning Football that he is excited, and you can hear the hunger in his voice when he says he is always trying to beat his home state. This isn't just about a win on the record, it is about reclaiming his territory and erasing the memory of that 2020 collapse. Can you imagine the energy in that building when number 18 walks through that tunnel? It is going to be electric, it is going to be emotional, and it is going to be personal. I want to know if you think JJ is going for 200 yards in this one, because honestly, I wouldn't bet against him when he has this much fire in his eyes. But wait, it gets even crazier, because the return to New Orleans is just one piece of a puzzle that feels like the league is trying to test our resolve. Have you seen this 2026 schedule that just dropped? The disrespect is absolutely real, because we only have 4 nationally televised games this year, down from 7 last season. It feels like the media is sleeping on us, like they think we are just a filler team. But that is exactly where we want them. Let them overlook us while we prepare to take over the NFC North. Justin mentioned he hasn't even circled specific games yet because he is focused on the grind. But he knows every single Sunday is a statement. Here is the raw truth that nobody wants to talk about. The schedule might look tough early, but we have 5 of our last 8 games right at home in US Bank Stadium. That is our sanctuary. That is where our crowd makes life a living hell for opposing quarterbacks, and that stretch is going to decide if we are playoff bound or just spectators. The schedule makers might have cut our primetime slots, but they can't cut our spirit, and Justin is making it clear that he is ready to lead this team through the fire. He is digging deep into the matchups, looking at the primetime opportunities we do have, and he is preparing to be that game changer we know he is. It makes me wonder, are the Vikings being underestimated on purpose? Is the league trying to hide us because they know we are dangerous? It feels like us against the world right now, and frankly, I love those odds. When you have the best receiver on the planet and a chip on your shoulder the size of Minnesota, anything is possible. We are looking at a redemption arc that starts in the Bayou and ends in the postseason, but there is one massive question mark standing in our way. It is the one thing that has been haunting this franchise since Kirk Cousins walked out that door, and Justin Jefferson isn't staying quiet about it anymore. He knows what we need, and he is demanding it from every single person in that locker room. The quarterback room is currently a battlefield, and honestly, it is exactly what this team needs right now. We watched JJ McCarthy struggle with his health and his consistency last year, and it was painful to see such talent sidelined by bad luck. But now, the front office has made a massive move by bringing in Kyler Murray on a 1-year deal, and the tension in training camp is going to be explosive. Justin Jefferson is being incredibly vocal about this because he is tired of the revolving door at the most important position in sports. Do you realize he has caught passes from 9 different quarterbacks in his career? That is absolutely ridiculous for a player of his caliber. He told the media he wants to see a real dog, a leader who is going to step up and claim this team as his own. He wants to see who is going to be the last man standing in this competition between the young gun McCarthy and the veteran Murray. This is a crossroads for the Vikings, and the chemistry built in the next few weeks will define the next decade of football in Minnesota. Jefferson spoke about how difficult it was to lose that connection he had with Kirk Cousins, calling it something unbroken and rare, and he is desperate to find that again. He wants a guy he can grow with for the next few years, someone who can spark this offense, and actually give him a chance to dominate without wondering who is throwing the ball every week. It is a missing piece, a void that has been sucking the life out of our potential, and Justin is calling out both quarterbacks to prove their worth. He isn't looking for a game manager, he is looking for a killer, a leader who can carry the weight of this franchise on his back. If Kyler Murray can find his old form, or if McCarthy can finally fulfill his destiny, this offense becomes a nightmare for every defensive coordinator in the league. But if neither of them steps up, we are looking at another year of wasted greatness from number 18, and I don't think any of us can stomach that. Seriously, I am losing my mind just thinking about the possibilities here because we are witnessing a turning point in Vikings history. Unbelievable as it sounds, Justin is still putting up historic numbers while dealing with total chaos under center. But imagine what he could do with a stable, elite leader. He is being so honest and raw about the difficulty of building these relationships, and it shows you how much he cares about the soul of this team. He isn't just here for the stats or the highlights. He wants that spark, that legendary connection that makes a team unstoppable. He is basically telling McCarthy and Murray that the throne is vacant, and they better fight like hell to take it. This training camp is going to be a bloodbath of competition, and as a fan, that is exactly what you want to hear. You want to know that the guys leading your team are being pushed to their absolute limits. Justin is going to be there, connecting with whoever is throwing the rock, but he is searching for that one guy who refuses to lose. It is an insider vibe that only true fans understand, the feeling of waiting for a savior at quarterback while knowing you have a generational weapon waiting to be unleashed. We are tired of the what-ifs and the maybe next years. We want the greatness now. Justin is ready, the fans are ready, and the schedule is set for a historic run if we can just find our general. This isn't just about football anymore, it is about the legacy of this era. If we find that quarterback, the New Orleans game in Week 5 won't just be a homecoming, it will be a warning shot to the entire league that the Vikings are back, and they are coming for blood. I can feel the shift in the air, the urgency is rising, and the expectations are higher than they have ever been. We are standing on the edge of something massive, and it all starts with this battle for the heart of the offense. This is the moment where we decide who we are as a franchise and as a fan base. We have the best player in the league going back to his roots to face his demons in New Orleans, and we have a quarterback war that will determine our fate for years to come. The road ahead is narrow. The national media has already counted us out by stripping away our primetime games. But that is where the Vikings thrive. We are a community built on grit, on surviving the cold, and on coming back stronger every single time they kick us down. I am looking at this 2026 season, and I don't see a rebuilding year. I see a revolution led by Justin Jefferson. He is the heartbeat, he is the fire, and he is calling on us to bring that same energy to every single game. I want to see your fire in the comments right now. Tell me, is Kyler Murray the answer to unlock Jettis, or is JJ McCarthy the future we have been waiting for? Are we going to march into New Orleans and take back what is ours, or are we going to let the ghosts of the past haunt us again? I want to see the passion, I want to see the raw emotion, because this is our year and we aren't backing down for anyone. This is more than just a team, it is a movement, and we are doing this together. If you believe that Justin Jefferson is going to lead us to the promised land, let me hear it. If you are ready to show the league why they made a mistake disrespecting our schedule, let me know. We are building something special here, a tribe that doesn't quit, a family that bleeds purple and gold. The season is fast approaching, the tension is at a breaking point, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but right here with you. Get ready, get loud, and let's get this win. Skol Nation.